Yup. It's gonna be that kind of day. Oh man. Have you ever woken up and like you've just been running? I feel like I've been a chicken with no head since I woke up this morning, and it's yeah, it is what it is. Welcome to the Tuesday Morning Brew. I am your hostess with the hottest coffee around, Laurie Calcaterra, writer, creator of your favorite Western apocalypse series, Path of the Pale Rider. I am here with you this morning with some weak ass coffee because I ran out of coffee beans, and I need much more caffeine to get through my day. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I what are we doing right now? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. This is what I'm doing right now. I wanted to say thank yous. Today is the first show that we've had since the end of Path of the Pale Rider Volume 2 campaign, which did very well, I want to say. So let me share that real quick. If you missed this campaign and you're still interested in books, there is late pledges turned on. You can get a copy. We're still on that like very, very early part of the campaign. Surveys have gone out because I'm starting on merch, but I can't order the books until all the funds come in. So we still got a couple weeks. So go ahead and get your order in. There is still time. But we broke a ton of stretch goals. Let's see. So we unlocked one poker card. We said we couldn't get two, but we weren't even close. So just one. But we unlocked a PDF bundle. We got lots of indie comics coming to you for free. I'm going to be ordering prints this week. So we have this beautiful 5x7 of Lola Martinez, done by Jared Lockhart. It's a 5x7 coming out to you. We unlocked the Slice and Dice. George, I think I'm gonna murder a papaya. That's what I'm thinking that. I haven't decided what weapons I'm gonna put up there, but I think the papaya's gonna get it. We're gonna do more hard candy. We're gonna do coffee flavored. We unlocked 2-inch stickers, and we did unlock these acrylic bookmarks. So I have those to make as well. I'm excited to make these. These are gonna be cool. You haven't seen the end of these poker chips. We're in the Golden City for maybe another issue or two. So we'll be able to bring back this stretch goal at a future campaign. So lots of good stuff. Remember, all the merch is turned off. And I've been making these. This is where I started. So for those that don't remember these are, my mother-in-law brought me hers today so I could take measurements because I don't know where my thing went. I have a copy of the inside so I can template. That's the word. Using words today. That's what we're doing. So this is actually, I know I call it a mini book, but it's not that mini little book that I give out as like stretch goals. These are actually hardcover little mini books that are readable. So they're tiny, but like this is issues 1 through 4, all in one tiny little book. So I print these, I trim them, I bind them, I pick out all your skull papers, the interior papers. And people get to customize these. So that's what's so cool about them. And oh, hey, Mr. Fish, don't worry, I got you. So I wanted to show, like, these are the new ones. So I'm working on these. So everybody has given me their customized picks so far, except for one person. So I'll be reaching out to that one more person. But yes, so this is kind of what they look like. You can see they're actually hand sewn. The signatures are hand sewn together. So these take me a good chunk of time. I didn't even make myself one from the first issue. So this one is going to be mine from 1 through 4, and then mine 5 through 8. So these are super cool. So I'll be working on those this week. I probably should video it, but nah, I have not. So Fish Lee is in the house. Good morning, everybody. I skipped a few. So Lupons, Dylan, good morning. Dante is here to ask for some meds from George. Sorry, George. Yeah, words. What are those? Congratulations. And Fish, I'm going to hit your campaign today. I was super busy yesterday, so I'll make sure we can show off your campaign. I really would like to see how it's doing too. So Fish is live. He's doing the Roll for a Hero campaign. We'll go into it. Kind of pocket size. Yeah. It's like, it's a quarter of the 8.5 by 11. So it's really cute. It's super cute. So thank you. Mine is best. Yes, you'll be getting another one. Congratulations. So good morning. All right. So other than that, what else has been going on? Oh yeah, me and my insanity. Because the campaign was over, launch the pre-launch for the next one. Because why not? You busy? I know. I'm so frazzled this morning. I'm just trying to keep it together. I swear to God. But here, I'm going to drop this link into the chat. So this is, what is it doing? George, I swear to God. There we go. So this is the link for the next issue. So the story going forward. So issue number 9. And I wanted to make sure I took a minute and I wanted to welcome our new artist, Fernando Cordero, who's Brazilian, and he's so talented. Gilbert is so busy, he can't even see straight. So he is moving on to new things. And Fernando Cordero has joined us and has blown me away. He's doing some incredible work. So just, I mean, if you look at just the banner, and then of course this cover, gold looks scary. But that's kind of what we were going for. So yeah, right? Exactly. And then I have the link here so everybody can read the first issue, but I have a GIF here so you guys can see the first 4 pages. And if you take the time to read these, it what did you say, George? Wow, that escalated quickly. It really does. Like, even from this short conversation we have between Bethany and Jude, you know that it's going to be dramatic. Like it's going to take off. So Golden City, you guys are going to get some answers. You get to talk to Bethany. You get to talk to Gold. You find out stuff about Dwayne. It's going to be a really great issue. And I'm really excited to get it off the ground because, again, we're moving into that like 3rd act, the final chapter where all the answers are waiting for you. Don't worry. We still got some killer moments, still some killer last pages. And yes, I am bringing back the pre-launch goal that if we get 100 pre-launch followers, I will send you a book. So it'll be the 2nd trade because I think that's perfect, right? So that's it. George says good morning, and he says, stop talking, Laurie, and let me on the screen. Good morning. It's Ian. Yeah, I stopped with the duct tape. I let him go, sadly, but he is gone. He's not gone. He's around. You will see more of Gilbert. He's just, unfortunately, he's very, very busy. He's very busy. So thank you. Yes, Lou, I really appreciate the effort that Fernando has put in. All right, enough about me. I'm bringing in George. I feel like things have already gone off the rails. Good morning. Good morning, George. It all went downhill when I pushed go live and it played the wrong intro. And yeah, welcome to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
Good morning. Yeah, I was having a good time backstage. I was chilling, listening to you go up. Listen, those pages look amazing. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me back on the show. It's been a while, but I'm back. I'm happy to be here.
Did you bring coffee?
No,
I
I
technically didn't either. I feel like it's just watered down bean.
I have
It's gross.
water. I have water.
Hello again, George.
Dylan.
Oh man. And you've been busy, 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 busy. Yes?
Yeah. I mean, busy, but it's fun busy, right? I mean, I'm busy with work because, whatever, the 9 to 5, but I'm also busy, creating and writing and promoting and, podcasting and being guest on
Yeah.
podcasts. What's up, Ian? But yeah, no, it's been a blast, man. It's been this weekend. I'm going to be actually walking the floor at Terrificon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, like a crazy person. I
Yes, like
gotta
a
stay
crazy person.
hydrated. It's hot outside.
I can't remember. Did you get out to San Diego this year? Or
No,
no?
no,
Yeah.
I was there last year. I didn't
Yeah.
go this year, but yeah, it's an incredible show. I hadn't been there in a while before last year, but yeah, no, it's always fun. It's always fun. I mean, it's expensive to get out there from the East Coast,
Yeah.
so I don't know that I would, you know, table there because I'd have to ship stuff out, which is why I do New York Comic Con because I'm here in New York and it's local. But no, it's a great show. You should check it out. I mean, just to go as a spectator at least.
Some year I would like to go.
Yeah.
My husband wants to go, but then
Yeah.
that means like the whole family is going.
Mm.
So
And let me tell you,
that's a different experience.
well, you know what it is, man. And I was talking to I don't know if you guys know Johnny C. Johnny C. He
Mm-hmm.
has yeah. I was talking to him because he's going to be at Terrificon, and I got to tell you, man, just getting into these conventions as a spectator, buying tickets to
Yeah.
go in are getting more and more expensive. I mean, a Saturday ticket to get into Terrificon in Connecticut, it's at Mohegan Suns, it's $49 for one day.
Oh my lord.
$49 for one day. So now, if you are going with your husband and your kids, what are you buying inside? What are you going to buy inside? Like, how
Nothing.
much money are you going to have to spend
Put it
at that
back.
point?
That's what I'm saying to the kids. Don't touch. You can't
Yes,
have that. Don't touch. Right. Put it back.
exactly,
Put it back.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
That's
you
like
know,
hard. That's sucky, man. It's like yeah, it's like $50 to get in the door.
in the door on a Sunday, $42.
Yay.
It's
Fish.
expensive.
Me too. I drink water filtered through beans. I just got weak sauce today. Apparently I need to go cook some more beans. Yeah, cons are so it's hard though. It's like I get it that what's the overlying issue though? Is it because the building is more expensive because property is and taxes are up, so then the con runner has to charge more to get people in so they can recover, right?
I think what it is the guests that you have coming into the show.
Oh, and the guests that you have to pay, that
You're
too. It
paying a
depends.
lot of money for some of these guests, and some of them have guarantees, so they have to make a certain amount. They have to guarantee them, say for example, $60,000, and so you sell
What?
VIP tickets and you sell all this stuff to cover that 60,000. But if you don't cover the 60,000, you're out of pocket. So if they only make 40, you got to give them $20,000. Where you getting that money from? Some of it obviously is from us, the vendors who pay to
Who
get
pay
the
to come in
convention,
and
but the
table?
rest is from the people walking through the door. So yeah,
Walk
yeah.
around with a sleep mask on so you don't say anything, but buy a ticket. Oh
Oh
man.
man, yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard. It's like, um, I don't know. I think we've talked about this on your show actually. And if you guys haven't watched Catch the Craze, it's an amazing podcast, and it's on Tuesdays as well. Tuesday is the best day for podcasts. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that. I'm
it's
just throwing that out
tonight.
there,
Tonight we
right?
have one. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have it in the evening, so you can catch us in the morning and then catch the Craze in the evening. And but we've talked about cons on your show, and it's like, where is that happy balance?
Yeah.
Because you want to be at the shows that are busy, and so like the celebrity draw is key. But when you get the A celebrities, then it's like no one buys anything because they just dropped $300 to take a picture with Mark Hamill.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
or like poor Saint, was it you guys? Did you go together to that one where it's like two separate buildings and
Yeah.
everybody was
Yeah.
in the celebrity
In
building
San
and you all were
Antonio.
in the other one?
Yeah, in San Antonio. It was insane. It was insane.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry, so fish.
does Fish have a show on
Wednesdays are
Wednesdays?
great too. Go catch Fish's show. I'm just kidding. Dang,
Hilarious.
sorry. My
But yeah, no,
bad.
it's getting tough, man. You know, the whole, and I love conventions. Like I love going to conventions. I like to be behind the table, but you
Right.
know, hey, what's up, Michael?
Michael.
But it's tough. It's tough. It really is. It really is. Especially
Yeah.
when the prices to get in are so crazy. It's insane.
Yeah. And then there's parking and
Right.
you know what I mean?
So the good thing about, and here's the thing, the good thing about, like, I guess having the show at Mohegan Sun is that parking is free. They don't charge you for
I
it.
wasn't
Oh,
trying to insult all the other podcasters. I promise. Artcasters is wonderful too. Sorry.
So parking is free there for
Oh,
this
thank
one. But
goodness.
yeah, did a number on my bank account. You see that? Oh, Lou. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Yeah.
What did Dom sent me one? I think it's Dallas Fan Expo this in October.
Mm.
Like
Oh, the fan
the
expo
cast of The Hobbit.
Oh, yeah. Out of
I was
control.
like, I'm not tabling at that show.
And the other thing is, just like you see, you know, we're talking about podcasts, and there's one, you know, just about every night you can catch a podcast from somebody. Some of these shows are happening at the same time. So like Terrificon's happening this weekend, and then in
Yeah.
Boston you have Boston Fan Expo happening the
Oh,
same
gosh.
weekend. So now, and they're pretty close. So not everybody, you know, people are going to have to decide: do I go to Boston? Do I go to Connecticut?
Yeah.
Where do I go? You know, because Boston's got, you know, Avengers, the cast of the Avengers, or whatever the hell they have over there, and Terrificon's got Jim Lee. Where do I go? You know what I mean?
Oh God.
So yeah, it's one of those.
But at least those are close. Like here in Texas, it's like, oh, you got 2 cons in Texas, but they're like they're 12 hours
True,
apart.
true. Yeah, Texas is, oof, that's another
Yeah.
thing.
And Fish, this is a question. And it's like, now when I came in to indie comics, and you gotta remember, I haven't been here all that long. This is my 4th year. You know what I mean? Like in the scheme of things, that's not that long, right?
Right.
So when I came in 4 years ago, it was like, okay, you need to do podcasts. You need to go to Comic-Cons, right? You need to have a website, right? You need to run Kickstarters. You need to promote. And it's like going to a Comic-Con in the beginning, I was told, don't worry about the money. Just go there and find fans. But it's like, but wait, starting out was like, I have very little money to run up in, like, in the beginning, I got nothing. What do you mean?
Right.
Don't worry about the money. Like
Yeah.
table is $200, you know?
Yeah,
And when you have like $0 and you've run one Kickstarter that you actually were in the hole for because you didn't know how to budget.
when you think about, like, it's funny because I was thinking about this, like how much money you've invested, say for example, in your book,
Oh yeah.
right? The amount of money you've already invested in that book is crazy. And then you have to invest in like a table at a show. And you can't just have a table at a show. You got to have a banner. You got to
Right.
it's got to look good too, because nobody's going to come to your table if it's just, you know, a table and a couple of little things on it. So
I got crayons.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
David Finch is going to be at Terrificon for sure. Yeah. Are you going to be there, Michael? All right. Oh, if I was able to go this
Jim Lee
weekend,
and
I
David
didn't finish
Finch.
reading. Read, George, read.
He's like, George, I want to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to be there. I'm going to get an autograph. It'll be great.
Terrificon's good for that though. They do have a lot of comic book like people.
See?
Like, it's not just celebrities, it's comic book people. And that's what I love about the show, you know.
Not good. And that's hard. And I mean, like, you might, okay, so here's how you have to actually count that, right? Because there's the table fee, but there's also gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how far it is, there might be hotel.
Hotel stay, yeah.
Right? There's food, right? Around me, I take the toll road, so I got toll. Right. And so all of those things have to add up into that price. You can't just like take the table fee and be like, well, I made my table, but it's like, did you?
Did you actually make money?
Did you
Because there's
really
so
make
much
money?
more. Right.
Yeah,
there's
it
so
was
much
like,
more.
did you buy stock? You know, like, did you buy stock? And I mean, like, for me, I gotta say, yeah, and this is a big problem because gas and hotel and food has gone way up.
And
too.
those hotels, they know that there's conventions around that time, so they price accordingly, right? They know that a convention's coming. Oh, we're gonna put up the price on these rooms. A room that was $60 is now, you know,
120. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just
They
because
double it.
there's a convention. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Listen, you know what? I was gonna say something, and I know I'm kind of unique like this, but the hot sauce has saved my butt a lot of times at conventions, but I can only do that here in Texas. So if I'm going to like New York, I can't bring the hot sauce.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
can't because
Yeah.
I'm not FDA approved. I'm
Right.
Texas cottage law. But that hot sauce has saved me so many times because
I've seen it.
people
I've
might
seen
be
you.
not shopping for comics, but they
Hmm.
will always stop and try hot sauce. So
Yeah. Yeah. No, for
it's
sure.
something that it's like hot sauce has made this book. I should have a sticker
Yeah.
that goes in the book. It says hot sauce made this book.
Hot sauce made this
Hot
book.
sauce made the book. Even breaking even was a win, yeah, for building new fans, etc. But spending $1,500 to make fish,
Yeah.
ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
No.
your time, of course, because you're there, and so you're not drawing or writing.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
it takes a toll. So, but we do it. We do it. We put on a
Yeah.
smile. We go
I was
have a
just gonna
good
say.
time. We meet a ton of people,
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say can't wait for Terrificon, baby.
I was like, we don't want to be a downers, but it's the reality of that.
No,
So
it is. It is. So like if you're thinking about doing this, and I'm gonna make tons of money because I have this great book idea, it's gonna be
wah-wah.
tough. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy. You know,
The
the
comic
comic hot
hot
sauce
sauce
build.
build. And that would be me. That would be my
That
book.
would be
That's right.
me.
That would be me. Hot sauce made this happen.
Fantastic.
One of the things we had talked about yesterday was that you're going to be taking your new book, The Shameless Plug, to bookstores. So that's another thing. That's another avenue as well. So
Yeah.
now that first of all, show off your copy
Oh,
because you
yes.
have a copy, and that's
So
such
here
an
it
amazing
is.
feeling. Look at that, everybody.
Here it is.
First copy.
140 pages. This is my proof of the
Oh,
book.
so
So yeah.
cool.
Yep. Yep. So
Yeah, good point. Good point, Lou. Expectation versus
consequences.
consequences. That's what I say that way. So you're going to be how do you do that? And when you walk into a store, because it's always nerve wracking to you're basically cold calling. You walk in and you're like, hi, I don't want to buy anything. I want you to buy from me.
Well, so that's the thing, right? So so
Do
when
you
I walk
email
into a
first?
store, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll email or I'll call or whatever. And then, when sometimes I do a lot of these conventions and I drive to like for example, I'm driving to Connecticut. I'm driving from New York to Connecticut. And in that drive, my buddy and I, Jonathan, we'll stop at a store, at a comic book store, just because, right? And we'll walk in and we're friendly folks. So we start talking to the owner of the store. And we're like, hey, this is a great store. We're from New York, whatever. We're on our way. And people like when people stop into the stores and we get to talking. We start talking. And
Yeah.
what I'll do is and it's a good thing that I have this because I'm no longer selling them an idea that I have. I'm
Right.
selling them an actual product with a QR, not a QR
A
code, an
barcode.
ISBN in the
Yeah.
back. So now okay, this guy, all right, so he's actually invested money into this book. So I'll go in there and I'll show them. I'll say, here, take a look at the book. I think the price point is a big thing. We were talking about price points
Yes.
yesterday. And I think that the price point is what is going to either make or break the deal. I think they can't sell a book like this from a nobody for $25. They can't. Even if it looks pretty, I don't think people are going to spend $25 on a book like this that they don't know who wrote it or who it is. I don't think they'd spend anything. I don't think they'd spend something like that on an image book. I don't think. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with you here. I think
You
people
think
would
so?
pay $25 for that book. Yes.
Yeah.
I would,
For
especially for this book.
this
Absolutely.
particular book, okay.
Yeah, because the thing that you did, George, which I think is smart, is that you ran a campaign for your issue 1. So issue 1 is like the first,
Yes.
24 pages of the book. So I have that, and my kids have read it, right?
Mhm.
And what did I tell you when they were done? They were like,
that the rest
what
of it?"
happens next?
They were pissed.
Yeah, and they were like, where's the rest of it? When's the
Right.
next one coming, right?
Right.
So now that you have both, you can leverage both.
Right.
And like my kids, having read the story, want more. I've read the whole story and I was hooked. You know what I mean? Like when I got into it, I just like, oh, next. I wanted to know. I want to know what's going to happen to these kids.
Yeah.
So
So-
I think people would pay $25. Like my kids, if they were like, oh, shameless plug, I want to read the rest of it, Mom, $25. Here you go.
Right. But so, and here's the thing, right? And I thank you. I appreciate that. But So I go to a store here in New York, in Long Island. Great guys. They've actually picked up my Wonder Duck book.
Cool.
Long Island Comic Shop. Big shout out to them. And I was talking to them about just the business of comics, and the problem that I guess indies run into is obviously the competition on the shelves. And the competition on the shelves is big time competition. It's Marvel, DC,
Yeah.
it's Image, it's Dynamite, it's big time competition.
Yeah.
And what DC has done, which I think was very smart of them, is they've collected their classic stories, the Dark Knight, Hush, into these small graphic novels that they're selling for $10.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's the more
Right.
recent development that I've seen as well.
Right.
They're 6x9s.
6x9s, right?
Yeah.
And they're nice size, thick books, which their overhead is nothing because those stories have been paid for, and it doesn't cost them anything other than the printing to put them out there in stores, so they can sell it for $10. They don't care, right?
Yeah.
So that's the price point that most people are comfortable coming into their particular store, for example, in Long Island, and paying for. So when I was pricing and when I was thinking about how am I going to price this,
Is that 6x9?
It's 6x9, yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I was thinking about $10 for the book. And if I go into a store and suggest a $10 price point, I think that I have more of a they'll give me more of an opportunity to say, okay, you know what? Leave 5 copies with me, see how they do, and we'll go from there, and I'll walk out of there with whatever amount we decide that we're going to split. And there's 5 copies at a bookstore. So that's the way I'm approaching it. Go in there, have a chat with the owner, buy something. I mean, I buy comics anyway. Purchase something, maybe just open up the line of conversation and then talk about, and then show them the product. Here, look, I have this. This is what it looks like. This is what it's going to be like. I have plenty of copies in the trunk of my car. You want 5? I'll leave some here, and hustle it that way. To Fish's point, hustle the crap out of these things.
Yeah. This is a great comment. The wild thing is, I see most amazing books where the creator just stinks at sales and can't give them away, and other books that are bad, but the creator hustles and sells 1,000 copies a year. I think, and this is hard to say, people come into indie comics from all walks of life, which I think is a plus. But I think we would all benefit from taking some sales training.
Yeah.
Which it sounds terrible that you gotta be a salesperson, but understanding how to do it, how to open a conversation, how to overcome objectives. There's different types of closing, reading body language, all of that stuff kind of goes into sales. And so understanding that, even just the basics, could help everybody. Like in that situation with the bookstore, but at Comic-Cons too.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine, and this is why I like chatting with my fellow indies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's real hope. Yeah. And I think Dylan, this is a good comment too.
I agree with this too, because I was going to say that like those digest size are a direct correlation to all those manga books.
And you know what though? Manga, I mean, these digest sizes have been around forever. Like think about the Archie. I used to buy Archie all the time. The little digest when I was younger. That was what I got hooked into comics with a lot of the time.
But Marvel and DC have never done that until
now. They've never done that. Yeah. I was gonna say about like to your point about sales, right? And this is why I like chatting with like you, like outside of just these shows, like they're just talking shop. I was talking to Elliot Mondry. He's got a great book called You Never Know. You guys got to check that out. You Never Know. And he was at San Diego Comic-Con and they did fantastic, but he's the type of person that's like, hey, do you like comics? And I know that some people find that kind of like annoying when somebody's like behind the table constantly trying to get you over, but that's kind of like what you have to do at these shows, because if you don't, they're just going to walk by.
They keep walking.
So what he does is, and this is a good tactic. You have to be observant. You have to see what people are wearing. He's a big watch guy. And so he'll see what people are wearing. He said, I must have seen like 5 or 6 people walking around with Rolexes at that show. I don't know what the hell to do. But the minute he saw somebody with But the minute he saw somebody with a nice watch, he opened up the conversation with, hey man, that's a nice looking watch. Like, cause he knows about watches and he likes watches. So he started having conversations with people about stuff that they just like. Like for you, if somebody's wearing a hat or a t-shirt or something like that,
oh, it don't matter. I'm like, I like your shoes. I like your purse.
Right, just
whatever you're wearing.
Whatever it is. And that's a good tactic. That's a good way. Hey, D, what's up? I'm gonna see Dan this weekend at Con. Yeah. That's a good way to open up a line of communicate, like kind of like breaking the ice. It's just commenting on what they're wearing or something that you guys have in common or whatever. and that could possibly open up, doors to like a sale,
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, at least it just opens conversation. It gets them to kind of like just look at you, right? And once you have eye contact with me, I'm going to start a conversation. And what people need to know about sales in general, it is really about numbers. The more people you talk to, the more yeses you're going to get. That's it. That's it. You just need opportunities. And the more opportunities
The
that
numbers
you
game.
take advantage of, the more yeses you will get. So yes, it is about the con, how many people are walking the floor, but the more people, you should also be talking to more people, and that's where the numbers will come from.
Yeah.
So I love that, because with I will comment on people on their appearance if I don't like, they have small kids. Like, I don't really think they're stopping at my booth with the littles, you know what I mean? Unless they want hot sauce, right? But it always opens the conversation where I'm like, do you like hot sauce, or do you like comics, or do you like both? And now we're best friends. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right,
I always tell them there's the both, And the last con I went to, it was so busy. I had my gloves on. I was serving hot sauce and pitching my book to someone else at the same time. So I'm like, what do you think? What do you think? I'm serving chips to two people. You like that? What is it? Let's do the next one. By the way, Jude St. Clair loves this bear named Big James. That's this bear because death is broken. So it's like you got to, right?
No. And I've seen you in action, Laurie. You do a great job. And no, for real. Like, and I love the packaging of your hot sauce. It looks like something you can get at a store. And so I think there's a sense of credibility to you that people find like, oh, wow, this is a very, like, wait, you also do comics? And like, you're right.
Yes.
I think that at that point, it's just icing on the cake. Like, I got hot sauce, and look, and now it's a story they can tell a friend, right? Like, oh, I got this hot sauce, but this hot sauce is also part of, it's in this, this book has to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right. And so now they have something to kind of like go by. And I think that's a great way to kind of like, like you said, overcome no's.
Yeah. It's just to get people to stop at the booth, right? So you can have an opportunity to talk. It says you let someone start gushing about what they love in your fan building. That's true too. Yeah. I love finding those people that love the same things that I do, even if it's something so random.
True.
Like someone's like, I love sourdough, and I'm like, ah! Right? It has nothing to do with what I'm doing, but we just became best friends over a sourdough starter.
For sure.
With any book I want to write, I want it to be digest size or smaller. I love big books, but they don't fit in my bag. This is true. I lost Fifth Avenue. Oh, I lost my 5th issue of Aquaman this year.
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Someone tells me I have a nice watch. I'm assuming they're a magician or a thief. Like, yeah, thanks. No, it's my watch. Stow it.
I love that comment.
Get to the no as quick as possible lets me get to the next yes. This is true. Laurie owns conventions. Dan. Thank you. I've seen you in action too, Dan. You're a force
Dan's good.
Yeah, with Dan the belt and like the way he sets up his table where people come into the
outside
space.
the box.
Yeah,
thinking outside the box for Dan. Yeah.
All those little steps in packaging make you look way more professional. Yes. Hey, Raul, let's get meds. There he is with his meds. So, another thing I wanted to talk to you about on the show is this Kickstarter, because George, you don't do a lot of Kickstarters. No, you're not like Laurie Calcaterra, like next one and next one and next one, and you're just like, I'm gonna do a Kickstarter when I feel like it. So you just kind of have this hybrid method, which I think works great for you, and I want to talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm shy. So I don't do too many.
No, you are not.
What do you mean?
Sorry, I'm sorry. You're shy.
What are you talking about? I'm a shy guy.
You're shy.
I'm a very shy guy.
No, you are not.
Wait. So no. So I don't do as many Kickstarters as you guys do. And listen, I commend you guys, because running a Kickstarter is not easy. It's they're getting shorter now. I think people are doing 21 days. Less. They used to be 30-day campaigns. They're doing less nowadays, but it's still a grind. I mean, it's every day hustling. It's every day trying to reach people who maybe don't know that you're doing this or whatever. And so that's tough. So I don't necessarily go that route. I will do a Kickstarter. Like if I have a new project coming out, I will kickstart, like you mentioned, the first issue or the first chapter of a book, and then give you the rest of the second Kickstarter. So I'll maybe run 2 Kickstarters at a time. But what I've done, And what I started doing, actually, I did it last year. I did it with this book. I was at New York Comic Con last year, and I was talking to a lot of people at the con about, because I was running the campaign at the same time. I was running the first chapter of this book in October last year. And so I had the QR code ready to rock and roll on the table. And I had people coming over, and I'd be like, hey, I have this book. And they're like, oh, that sounds great. What, how can I get the book? That's why I feel such an outgoing person. And so when I guided them towards Kickstarter, they were like, oh, some of them didn't know what it was.
You're right.
Some of them hit the QR code and they're like, oh, I have to sign up for this. I
don't want to I don't want to put in my email and create a password. And
so then I thought, okay, so what do I do here, right? Because I'm not getting people pledged into the campaign. So what I did was, on my website, I started doing a pre-order for the book, and people understood pre-orders. So on Thursday, I realized that stuff wasn't happening, went home, put something together, a pre-order thing on my website. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, people were coming over, and if they didn't know what Kickstarter was, they knew what pre-ordering a book on a website was. And so they were comfortable. I don't know. I mean, these people, God bless them, they were comfortable giving me $25 online to a guy they don't know, but they were pre-ordering the book. And so I got a bunch of pre-orders online, which by the time I went to do this, I think hurt my Kickstarter a little bit, because not as many people went on Kickstarter because they already had pre-ordered the book, even from the first campaign. I don't know. Go ahead.
But here's the thing, and I've talked with William Russell about this too. Kickstarter has credit card fee and Kickstarter fee. Your website has credit card fee. So there's a whole fee that you dodged by sending people to pre-order there. And that's was something I was thinking about. It was like, if you can train your people to go directly to your website instead of coming to the Kickstarter, you're saving money.
Yeah.
And if a lot of the campaigns that you're running majority of them are returning backers, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah. So that's what happened, right? So what happened was, the people that purchased or pre-ordered the chapter 1, those people then pre-ordered the graphic novel. They weren't going to Kickstarter to get the graphic novel. They were just going right back to my website to order the entire thing. Now, I think the key to that also is obviously fulfilling, right? If you're taking their money, send the stuff and send it out when you said you were going to send it out. Otherwise, you just lost a bunch of people and your credibility is on the floor. So that helped out tremendously. So, well, I think Kickstarter is still, I don't know how to use the word necessary, but it's a channel, right?
It's a place. And I mean, like, I really feel, and I still feel this way, that the crowdfunding platforms, that Kickstarter will get you in front of the most new people, comparatively to the other ones, just because the amount of traffic that is driven to the site in a whole. Yeah. So I definitely think that this is the right way to do it, where a majority of the people go through pre-sales. You avoid that Kickstarter fee, but you still have a Kickstarter and capture those new people, right? And then hopefully the idea is to get them into either your mailing list or your social media or something like that, so they know, like, hey, you can get it through Kickstarter, but you can get over here on the website too.
Yeah. I also, talking about mailing lists, I kind of balked at that idea for many years, right? Because me personally, I don't like getting emails all the time. I just don't. I don't look at them. I don't have the time. I don't. You know what I mean? And so getting people to sign up to your email list, while it's, in theory, it's a great idea, and it does work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I think there's a strategy to that as well, right? So, like, even for the Shameless Plug, like I was promoting this thing even before I had the first chapter out, and I was doing it at conventions. But I would tell them, listen, I have a Kickstarter coming out in about 7 months. Okay, I'm going to send you, sign up to the mailing list. I'm going to send you one email a month about the book, just giving you updates and stuff like that. If you're interested in that, sign up. And a lot of people were like, all right, I'll sign up for that. And sure enough, again, it's just following through, right? If you if you give an expectation, the expectation has to be met. So every month I was sending them a thing. And lo and behold, by the time the campaign launched, and I collected maybe 25 email addresses, and like I did like 4 or 5 shows. I don't know what it was.
Right.
Those people came to the campaign and
Really?
pledged to the campaign because they knew what was going on. It's like you said, training your fan base to do what you want them to do. And
Right.
sure enough, man, once you because you follow through, it's all about the follow through, right? If you're following through on these things, people start trusting you, and they're like, and that's how you build a fan, right? Because they trust you. They know what they're going to get from you, and they trust that they're going to get what what you promised. And so I got a few, and now the people who did sign up for those shows, I was able to get them to pre-order this on my website,
Yes.
no longer through Kickstarter. Now they were my fans. They weren't Kickstarter fans. They were fans of the product. And so they pre-ordered the book on the site. So
That's great.
it's a lot of work, and it takes time to kind of build it. But I think once you have it, especially at my scale, I'm a small time guy. I'm not Rob Liefeld. I'm not Jim Lee. I'm not those guys. They don't know who the hell I am, but they're obviously enjoying the product, which is big to me. It's key. I don't care if you know who I am, as long as you know what the shameless plug is at this point.
And that we had talked about too.
Yeah.
I want to ask the chat this because George and I talked about this. We were prepping for the show today, so we were bouncing ideas and catching up and all that good stuff. So it's George's question, so I'm gonna let him ask it. But ask the chat. What do you think?
Okay, so for those who are watching who maybe self-publish, what do you think it's more important? And we're going to talk about this tonight too. What do you think is more important? Do you think your name is more important, or the name of your book is more important? Should people know who you are or know what your book is? And I gave you an example yesterday, Laurie. Like, people know, and I'm talking about just not just people in comics. I'm talking about the normals, the normies, or the casuals, as they call them, right? People who go see Spider-Man or have gone to see Spider-Man this weekend, I can bet most of those people have no idea who Stan Lee was.
Right.
Well, not Stan Lee, because Stan Lee was maybe.
Stan Lee has been in a lot of the things, right? They know Stan Lee, but
they don't know who Steve Ditko is, right? And they don't know that he was the guy who drew, that there was a beef even between the two who created Spider-Man. Like, these people don't know that, but they know Spider-Man, and they're going to go watch Spider-Man, right? So what do you guys think? What do you think is more important? Your name or the name of your book?
My first reaction was kind of like they have to go hand in hand,
right?
Because like I'm not a one-trick pony. Also, like I want people to know Path, but I also want them to know me because I'm in other things. Like I write Psycho Cell, and I write for Big Dog Inc., and I write for Orange Cone. You know what I mean? So there's other things out there. So I'm hoping that if they find Path, that they'll be like, oh, here's Laurie. And then my crazy antics with me smashing fruit in my backyard will be like, oh, she's entertaining. What else does she do? Right. Yeah. And then that's where I'm hoping, like, oh, she does other things. So I'm hoping, but yeah, you're right. Like, ultimately, it's about the story. And I mean, if I had a choice where it's like people can know who you are and follow your social media, or people can buy your book and read your story religiously, do that. Read the book. That's what I'm here for.
And Fish says, I would rather people knew my book over me, but at this size, people like you and follow you. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That is a lot of it, which I've talked about with new creators, like a couple. They're not really new, I would say. There's been like people new to the game, like they're running their second Kickstarter, right? Where I'm like, get out there and promote, go on shows. Like, I encourage you to get out there as much as possible. They're like, who cares if they know me? And I was like, yes, but there's some people that are going to back your project because they believe in you. And once they see you talk passionately about what you're doing, that's where the buy-in happens. So, especially with Kickstarter, it's like there's what, 200 books live at all at the same time. And it's like, how do you stand out? So if you put yourself out there and let people get to know you, so it's really difficult,
I think, if I could pick, yeah, right. I think, and to Fish's point, I think size matters at our level, right? I think that.
What do you mean size matters? It's like, back up.
Well, because if you're, when we're talking about Spider-Man,
right? That's way bigger than any of us,
right? Because he's freaking Spider-Man. Superman, I don't know who created Superman, but who cares, right? It's Superman, right? But at our level, at this size, it matters who created Path to the Pale Rider. right now.
Yeah.
Right? Right now it matters, right? So you're doing your thing, you're out there promoting. But I'll tell you this, I'm sure there are people somewhere who have heard of Path of the Pale Rider, but maybe never heard of Laurie Calcaterra because your book is sitting on somebody's shelf and
These
they're like, "This Path of the Pale Rider,
Yes.
cool."
This happened
Right.
at Texas Haunters. Someone walked by and they were like, I know that bear. And I was like, you know the bear? They were like, are you from San Antonio? And I was like, oh, they saw it on Gilbert's table. That's what it happened,
Correct.
right? And I
Correct.
was like, I'm not from San Antonio, but Gilbert Perez is. And they
Yeah.
were like, oh, that's how I know you. Like, never
Dude,
met me before, but recognize Big James. So, I mean, it can happen.
the craziest thing happened, and let's read this one. I'll tell you what the craziest thing
But
happened to me.
go ahead.
So let's get in sync here. What are we doing?
All right, okay, for serious. I think it would be determined how people follow you or how they come to know you, you know, about your IP. Someone new to you might know you by your IP, but someone following you, you know, from your art, etc., will know your name. This is
True.
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 So, and it depends on who you are too, because as a writer, it's hard for me to show, don't tell. You know what I mean? Thank goodness I have
Yeah, true.
books at this point, right? Because there's 8 books out.
Yeah.
But if I was brand new and I'm like, I'm a writer, and people are like, dance monkey, so then I put on the bear suit and I dance. But as an artist, you're right, Michael. It's like yourself, like William Russell is, I think, an example of that, where he has done so much work and so much cover work, and you know, been in indie, promoting himself and other people, that he's really built a name for himself. So that's how people find him. And then it's like, oh, and he writes books, right?
Yeah, yeah, true.
What were you gonna say? What's the funniest thing? Sorry.
No, so I at my job, so I have a 9 to 5, and I work for
Boo.
yeah, I know, and I work for an insurance company, right? Boo, boo, boo.
Don't let
It's
them hear that.
it's car insurance, car insurance. So boo. Anyway,
Don't
so
get fired on my
so
show.
so it's a big company. It's a big company, right? And so obviously you don't know everybody you work with, but I was like at a meeting, and we were just kind of like everybody just kind of shooting the ish, whatever, with each other, and comic books came up, and I talked about how I create comics and I write comics and whatever, and so somebody mentioned Wonder Duck, and somebody out of
Oh,
nowhere
really?
comes out, he's like, "Wait, Wonder Duck." My kid's got that book at home. Like he ordered it online somewhere or something. He's like, "You're the writer of that book?" And I was like, wait a minute. Your kid's got a copy of The Adventures of Wonder Duck. Are you sure it's The Adventures? Like, yeah. He goes into like, I guess he had a picture of them like at a con or something like that. And sure enough, they had bought the book. He had no idea that I was the creator of the book, but he knew Wonder Duck, and we work in the same company. So that's what I mean.
Hilarious.
That's when your title has
Yeah.
become something, and I'm okay with that. If my title becomes something bigger than my name, I don't care, because it's about the book,
Yes.
right? It's
And I
about
mean, it really depends on the person why you got into it, you know?
Mm,
I just felt like my story was so big that I wanted to share it with the world, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm with you. It's like, I want the story. I want the story to be out there. People
right.
be like, Laurie, who? Thank you, Fish. I love you too, man. He says, I like Path, but I love me some Laurie. I'll back anything she does because she's my buddy.
There
And
you go.
samesies back to you, sir.
Yeah.
So there's just some people, like, you know, it's going to be a quality project if they're involved. And Fish is
Mhm.
one of those people. Like, if
Oh,
Fish
his
is
artwork.
doing a variant cover for
Beautiful.
Ed Davis for floaters, I was like, gimme,
Yeah.
I want that one. I was
Fish
like,
is
please
artwork.
explain to me why there's tires on the roof of this house. And they chuckled. So you have you do a collision shop. All right.
He works at a collision shop. All right.
And
So he
Lou,
knows. I did
Lou did
insurance.
insurance.
There we go.
And I wanted to make sure I dropped the link to
Oh, thanks, Laura.
the shameless plug campaign, because there is late pledges turned on. It doesn't
Yes.
show that for me because I already backed this.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but late pledges are up. So you can still get a copy of this book, which is great because when the books come in, then she's just going to ship it to you, man.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
you
it.
know, it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
where are you in the process of the books? Because this is good to talk about too.
Yeah, so the book is obviously completed. It's done. I sent you the PDF. I'm actually asking those who pledged to the campaign for the physical. Do you want the PDF and kind of like ruin the surprise of what the book is by reading
But
it first?
okay,
Or
I gotta say something about that, Del,
okay, go
because
for it.
I read PDFs quick. I'm
Mm.
scrolling. I want to read
Mhm.
the story. I want to find out what's next. When I get the book, I read slow.
Hmm.
So I'll go back and I'll appreciate the art, and I look for
Okay.
like the Easter eggs and the stuff in the background that I missed the first time. And I
Oh.
also like to smell. Do you ever smell the book?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It has that like the tactics you're dealing with your senses now with the physical. So
Speaking of
I
Easter
like
eggs,
both. I
speaking of
know, and look,
Easter
there's
eggs,
Path in there, guys.
there's
Ta-da!
Pat. There's
Right
Pat.
under his arm.
Yeah.
That was a cool
Um,
thing that you did too. So anyway,
so I
continue. So the book's
okay,
great.
so I see that. So anyway, so the book is done. Obviously, it's here. The proof came in from my printer, so I'm just going through it. I'm seeing some things on in the
Mhm.
book that I definitely have to go back and tell them that they have to fix before they ship the books out. Once that happens, the books are going out. The books are going right to you guys. So if you guys pledge to the campaign now, don't worry. The book is here. You can find me Tuesday nights every Tuesday. So I'm not going anywhere. So if you, I constantly give updates as to where we are with the book. So pledge with a lot of confidence that you will receive this book. I'm at tons of conventions all the time. I don't just disappear. I'm around. I've been around for a while. So definitely check it out.
Are you saying that you're old?
I'm old. I'm old. I'm an old man, Lori. I'm an old, and I'm okay with that. Where's Lou? 84 years. I'm
It's
okay
been
with it.
84
Sam's got
years.
an issue with age. I don't. I'm okay with it, dude. I'm all right. I'll be
That's
okay.
because you're male. So you come over to our side and they're like, "You're expired. Throw her in the garbage."
Oh my God.
It's true.
Jeez.
Oh, it's true. That's why you gotta learn how to cook, ladies, so they don't throw you in the garbage.
Oh my God. Oh,
Yeah, it's true.
hilarious. But yeah, no, so the book is done, guys. So yeah, so that's what we are with the book right now. And I'm hoping to have this book into your hands in the next month or so, month or two, at this point.
I'm not as old as Dirt, but we went to high school together.
Oh God.
Carbon dated. I'm glad we're all like around the same age here because I think
Yeah.
this kind of fits our except for Dylan, who's a baby. We love you, Dylan.
Oh man. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so
No, man.
fulfillment wise,
Mhm.
are you doing anything special?
For other than sending you the book.
Because like, okay, I'm just wondering, like, Fish and I are a little extra, and we enable each other to do things we probably wouldn't do. Fish, like, put HTV on the Gemini mailers before they go out.
Yeah. Wow. Really.
Fish has a caricature of himself.
Nice.
That's his thank you on every single one of his boxes.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think that what I'm going to do, depending on how long you're all babies, depending on how long the book gets to come in, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. If you pledge to a physical tier, what I'm doing is I also have I'm doing a sketch cover book, but the inside of the
Oh,
book has just pages from the script, from page like the how I went from script to pencils to the
cool.
final book and stuff like that. And just like almost like a documentary style kind of book telling you the behind the scenes of how the book was put together. So what I'm doing is, and depending on how long this takes, I may just send you guys a copy of that as a
Oh,
thank you for pledging to the campaign and being patient for it. So I'll be throwing some of that stuff in there. Obviously stickers and all kinds of fun stuff that you guys will have on top of whatever you guys pledged to already. Listen, it's the least we can do, and you do it too, Laura. You always hook people up with a lot of your stuff, and I love it. And I
I'm
love
so bad. I'm just like, throw it all in the
throw it
box.
in there, throw it in there. Why not,
Why
man?
not?
Why not? I really like the pre-order idea. If I had that money in hand for the first 40 sales or so, I could go ahead and order the print run. Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
I think we should listen. We spend, and I don't know about you guys, but we spend so much money on these websites, a lot of us. Like it's time they
And
started
we
making
never
us
use them. I don't.
they need to make us some money. You know what I mean? So like I've got high expectations now. He's like, let the books be late. Oh,
No, but speaking of that, like, I went to the Comic-Con. Of course, all the cards I hand out send people to the website,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
someone got the digital download from my website, and there
Yeah.
was a snafu with it. I don't know what happened
Oh, really?
because they bought the download for 5 and 6, and it sent them 2 links for issue 4.
Hmm.
So I had to go, and I was like, I should probably pay attention to my website. Haven't updated it since like issue 6. right? I was just like, oh Lord. So again, it's like, man, I really need to go spend some time. And you're right. It's like we pay money, we pay
We
dollars
do. We pay money for
for
this
these
stuff.
websites. They're not cheap. And it's like I should at least be trying to recap what I pay for that website
Yeah.
a year, you know?
And I think we live in a society now where people are okay with pre-orders. They know what it's like to buy
Yeah.
online. They know how to order things online. It's not a foreign thing. A lot of listen, you know how many people you get like even at shows like is this online? Be like, yeah, here's my website. Order it right now. Like you can do this right now. You can order
Yeah.
this book right now. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, buy it now and I'll give it to you right here. Like like what are
And
we
I'm going
doing?
to ship it.
But it's there. But you know what I'm saying? But the option is there. And I think we should use our websites. The reason why I personally kept my website was because for New York Comic Con, they constantly ask you for a website. Like when you're filling
Yes.
out the thing, there are some conventions that will ask you for a presence,
Yep.
like an online presence. Because I guess I don't know, the whole
They
thing
want to
is,
make sure
but
that you're legit. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
That you
yeah,
come in, that you know what you're doing.
yeah, true.
That's how I feel. And a lot of them, they want pictures of your booth now.
Right.
They
Some of
want to
them do
see
want pictures of
what
your
your
booth.
booth
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, but yeah, no, the website has I've made it work, at least for this book, and I'm hoping that I can continue the trend. I am seeing people are kind of like browsing through it, and now they're ordering more stuff off of it. So just be sure you have all this stuff. Like to Fisher's point, make sure you have it in stock, because once they place that order, you got to send that thing out. Otherwise,
I've
it's
done
done.
that before. That's happened where people were like playing catch up and I had variants on there. And of course, I'm ignoring my website because who cares, right? No one buys anything. And they bought
Right.
a variant that I was out of stock, and I was like,
Oops.
yeah, but it was Ken Salinas cover. So I was like, Ken, I was like, do you have any of these
Oh,
left? He's
thank
like, I got
God.
one left as a remark. I was like, can I buy it from you? He's like, take it. I'm like, Ken, I'm going to pay you for this. He was like,
Of course.
no.
Yeah.
He's such a
Yeah.
cool guy, but I was like, thank you
No.
for saving my butt. Take it off the website. Blech.
Has the Madness
Yeah.
Schedule store
Yes.
books from our friends and they asked, oh, that's
Yes.
cool. Yeah. 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 Man, we got to use these things, man. We got to use
Right.
these speaking websites. Use
We
your
got it.
websites. Use your websites. That's our advice today. Use it.
Yes. That is the what brought to you by the letter A for A. Use your website. Um,
Hey.
At this point, I'd like to take a break. We're going to play a game, George. We're going to
Hmm.
play our famous game, Would You Hug This? I searched for things wide and far for you so we could be on, what do I want to say? We're in the same genre.
All right. Let's do
And
it.
you'll see, you'll see. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's play it.
Okay.
Welcome to Would You Hug This? A game that has no points and no rules. You just tell me if you would hug this stuff or not. Chat, you get to play along. Don't hug none of it. You don't even know what I picked
But
today, Fish.
it depends.
Actually, I would hug most of these.
Are you a hugger, Lori?
I would say I am a hugger. I mean,
You're
like
a
I'm a
hugger.
mom, and
Yeah.
so I can
Okay.
tell like when people. I'm that empath, you know. When I see the people, I'm like, they need a hug. They just need a
Mm.
hug. I know something
Okay.
is wrong. They need a hug. But there
Gotcha.
are also things that I'm like, the red flag is going on. It's not a trap. I
It's
swear to God.
always a trap.
But some of the things I'm like, no, I ain't hugging that. Let's bring it up here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Do you want to hug Chad Perkins? Sorry.
How did Chad get in there?
Because Gerald was on. Wait a minute. That's not the right thing. Hold,
That's
please.
hilarious.
Click the button. That's the problem. Where'd it
That's
go?
all
Would
right.
you
That's
hug
all right.
this?
We'd hug Chad. We'd hug him. We'd
You would hug
Chad.
Chad?
Yeah, we'd hug Chad.
This is good. I would hug Chad as well. I think he's a midget, though.
I think he's a midget. Nice.
Oh, they're going to bring up some blasts from the past. Yeah, Fish is a hugger, too. So this, do you recognize this toaster?
No, I don't recognize this. Toaster.
What? All right. What's the cartoon, you guys? Yes. It's the amazing little toaster. This was a cartoon where the kid went to college. This was like before
Oh,
Toy Story from
really?
the 80s, man. No, I would
Interesting.
not hug. Thank you for that. Um, and this was kind of like Toy Story, where it's like the kid grew up with the toaster and like they
Okay.
were just, they were immobile objects when people were around, but like as soon as they would disappear, they would wake up. So it was like the toaster, the vacuum cleaner, the electric blanket. There was a few of them, right? And when the guy went off to college, he took them all with him, but some of them fell out of the truck. So they went on an adventure to go find the kid. He needed this stuff back. But I mean, like, it was scary. It had like evil clowns, and it was they went through like a what was it? Like a car wrecker site where they almost all died. Like it's basically a older version of Toy Story. Yeah. The amazing toaster. You guys help me here. Don't hug the hot toaster yet. Don't. Not when it's hot.
So the consensus in the chat.
Don't hug the bath.
I know that was hilarious.
Wait a minute.
Would I hug this thing? Is that the question?
Would you hug the toaster? No.
No, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't. I like to hug things that are, this thing doesn't look huggable. It looks cold and like, I don't know.
But your character hugs this Pana.
Yeah. He does. But he doesn't hug his head. He hugs his body.
Good point. He has a body.
He's got the body to hug. This thing is just like.
Well, then most of these are going to be a no for. Well, this one has a body.
Okay.
All right. This is from the comic book Saga, and this is Prince. What is his name, you guys? It's like Prince Computer the Fourth. Prince. I'm losing it here. Need more coffee. But this is a major character in that series. Okay. And this is a whole race of people that have like screens as heads.
Okay.
If you guys haven't read Saga, it's great. I was sad though when it died in the middle. It was one of those where I think the writer and the artist had a falling out at some point, and so it ended in the middle of the series, which was sad. But it's a fabulous, fabulous book. Run away, Prince Pooter. It's like Prince Computer the Fourth or something like that. Prince Robot the Fourth, I think. Something like that. Would you hug? He's got a body.
He's got a body. I don't think I'd hug this thing.
There is a schmeck scene in that book with this man.
A schmeck scene.
You heard me.
Yeah, I heard you that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No for me.
You're not hugging the anthropomorphic TV screen. I see.
No.
All right. Paperclip.
Paperclip. That's going to be a no.
No?
For me? That's a no for me. I mean, is that even big enough to hug?
No, I'm drop kicking this one. How many times we were like, shut up. Shut up. No, I don't.
Yes, I agree. True.
Don't need your help. It's like I'm gonna be bad. It's the insurance salesman that's like, hey, you need insurance? You're not a salesman, so it doesn't count.
Clippy. No.
Clippy.
Yeah, no, I'm not hugging it. That's no.
Technology gets a body. It's time to run. Oh, I should have brought up I'm gonna bring up the other picture off the internet when we're done. There's one more. There's a new robot that I'm like, who the F made this? Because why? Flick it off the screen. If the paperclip has eyes, you're stoned. Yes. Thank you. All right. No, we're not hugging Clippy. He's annoying.
Hugging Clippy. No.
Who we got? Okay. This, I don't know if you've seen the cartoon, The Mitchells versus the Machines.
No.
George, go. I know it's animated, but go watch it. If you grew up anywhere around the 80s, this is the funniest cartoon you will ever see in a long time. Like, I was crying laughing watching this. And it's a family. The girl's going off to college, so she has like growing pains. She's like wants to be independent, and her parents don't want to let her go. She has a younger brother, and they have this pug that has its eyes are like cockeyed. Is that the term? The eyes don't face the same direction there, right? And yes, I love this movie. And so at the same time, like this Apple-esque company has PAL, and they release these robots. So what's holding the phone is the robot, is the upgrade for this phone. And so this phone gets mad that she's replaced, and then she starts collecting all the people, and she's going to shoot him out into outer space. Only slightly upset. But this is the PAL cell phone. Would you hug an angry AI cell phone?
No.
She needs a hug. I really think if she got more hugs, she wouldn't have tried to commit mass genocide.
Wow, yeah, no, I'm not gonna hug it. I'm not.
Why is this one judging us? Is all this Killer Karen? It is. This is Killer Karen as
Killing
a cell
Karen
phone.
is technology.
But I really feel like if she got more hugs,
You'd think it wouldn't have gone down the way it went down?
I think it would have been fine. She just needed
Alright.
she needed to know that she wasn't being replaced, that she wasn't
Interesting.
obsolete. That's
Gotcha.
all.
Okay.
Kind of like us women when we get old and we get thrown in the garbage. We don't want to
Boy,
be.
would you stop it? Stop it. Oh, man. Killer
Oh
Karen.
God, George, would you hug Killer Karen?
I'd hug Killer Karen. I'd hug Killer Karen. I'd do it. I'd do it. Why not?
Taking
Why
your
not?
life in your hands here.
Yeah.
Sir.
I'm wild like that. This guy, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hug this guy.
No?
No.
Not even Lightning
How?
McQueen?
No. How do I
Super
hug
nice.
Lightning?
It's a
Nah.
car. You just like lay on it. Like,
You just lay
hi,
on it?
pet him,
Yeah.
kick him in the tires. I don't know.
Wow.
Is that appropriate? Is that rude?
Maybe the good ones do not get thrown in the garbage.
This is true. Just
The
saying.
good ones.
Society is like, you're too old. Get in the trash.
Laurie, stop it.
I mean, this is as clean cut as it gets.
I know. I
You're
know.
stingy with your hugs, man.
Listen, there's a pattern here. I've told you the pattern.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, no hugs.
Nobody, no hug. You know what I mean? There's a pattern here. No, not doing it. I don't care. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now-
If you watch Mitchell's and the Machines, I had to. My girls convinced me to put this one in here because we were looking at these last night. This Furby is 4 stories tall. That is not a normal size Furby. This Furby will kill you.
Listen, I'd hug this Furby. This Furby's getting a hug from me. It's getting a hug.
It's wrong, George.
It's got the fur. It's furry. You know, it looks. I'm getting a hug.
Oh my God!
Never
Not this
hug a
Furby. You
Never
really have to watch this movie, sir.
I'm laughing. Now, is it gonna electrocute me when I hug him or something?
Oh no, it's gonna stomp you into
Oh, nice.
flat pancake. Not sad pancake. You're just gonna be a flat pancake.
Flat. Okay.
I'm old, but I refuse to get in the trash can. Right, fight the man.
Man. Oh God.
I would hug it so it didn't squash you like a pea. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, do I got more? Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Like, how did this
I
even
was
get in
getting
there?
silly at this point.
How did this even get in there? No, that's a no for me, dog. No hugging. This
That's a Roomba with a knife. That's
that's not getting a hug.
yeah. I don't know how
No.
you would hug that. Wait, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let me go to Google real quick.
What is that?
So, what is it? I just saw this. It's a new it's a robot. AI robot.
Arm technology. That's
And
what
it's
we're doing.
supposed to go into like crisis. It's like, I gotta say, let's look it up. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, okay. All right. So the whole idea behind this robot, and no, the answer is no, we're not hugging this. It's called a Satris. It already sounds scary, right? And the whole point of it is it's supposed to go into. I didn't even find the scary picture. It's supposed to go into like forest fires and hold on, I'm not showing that because I didn't realize it was a TikTok reel.
Okay.
Go back. It's
So it's supposed to go
where's
into
the one?
forest
It has
fires?
like a chainsaw attachment.
Oh,
It's terrifying. Here it is. And it's like it's supposed to go into like forest fires where like people are trapped in houses and people are, in duress. And so this thing is supposed to rescue you, but why'd they make it so damn scary? Look at it. It's 4 legs like a centaur, but it has
Yeah.
the head of a goat.
Nope.
It has a chainsaw. Like if this thing was trying to save you, I feel like I would run away from it in terror.
Yeah, imagine seeing that coming through like smoke and you see this big animal with you think you're going towards it or you're going away from it. Like, what are we doing?
I'm running away from that shit. That's a horror
Exactly.
movie.
Exactly. That's
Like,
nuts.
why would they do this? Why would
That
they do
is
that? They even
yeah.
like it, go there. It has like a instructions that just in case it goes rogue, here's how you stop it. Like this is the actual ad that they released. Is this thing looking through a door at you? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Chainsaw, and then yeah, it gives you instructions like if it goes rogue, here's how you stop it. You attack these points, and I'm like, I have so many questions. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we creating our own destruction? Like, why are we fully in Terminator 2 at this point
That's
where we
it.
are just creating things
That's
to
where we're
end the
at.
human race? Like, what are we
That's where
doing?
we are. That's it. That's it. Let's come to this. The Robo
No,
Satan
thank you.
Chainsaw Massacre.
No, thank you. No, let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. The sadist what? Exactly.
Yeah, no,
There
that's
you
crazy.
go.
That's nuts.
No one's
That's
hugging that one either. Thank you for playing. I'm going to play us out
would you hug this?
here. Yeah, we're not hugging that shit. No.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
No.
No way, Lord. No way.
So, what
Talk to me.
comes next? Are we going back to Wonder Duck?
Yeah. So
Really? I was guessing.
I have like a four issue story that I've written, and
For
actually
Wonder Duck.
yes, Wonder Duck. Yep. Joseph Valesco, who's the artist on this book, has already began working on that for me as well. So I'm hoping to have that done sometime next year. But for the next few, between now and like I would say maybe next summer, I'm really going to try to go hard with the Shameless Plug and see how that goes. But yeah, no, there's more. And Laurie, like we're
There's always.
constantly creating, writing, doing things like this. I mean, so yeah, I'm going to continue to create stories, and even for the Shameless Plug, like the whole idea for it, obviously, it's a self-contained story. It's 140 pages, and so you get the beginning, middle, and end in this book. But the Shameless Plug can kind of like go beyond just the pages here, because my idea was
What do you mean?
to also do like so part of the story is about this kid Joaquin, right, who's going
Yes.
through this whole situation of being the new kid in school. His video game gets stolen, but now I feel like
Hi, Jim. Sorry. Welcome to the brew.
what a way to introduce him. What a way to introduce him in here.
Welcome to the brew. Well, I'm the most normal person you will ever meet. Yep, that's the truth. We're having a good time. That's just the middle part of the show where we ask people if they would hug this. But welcome to the chaos of the Tuesday morning brew. Hope you're having fun. Sorry.
Hilarious.
Please continue. Sorry.
Yes. So anyway, so Joaquin's starting in a new school. He's the new kid. The bully picks on him, takes his video game. He
Right.
creates his imaginary friend named Pana, who's going to help him kind of make friends and get his game back. Right? Exactly.
Sometimes I don't feel like he helps all that much. He's like,
no, he
okay, bye.
Yeah. So anyway, so the idea was, because part of this story deals with, the side of the kids deal with all the time, bullying, right?
Bullying, yeah.
What I wanted to do with him with the Shameless Plug was maybe create a line of like just kids books focusing on a kid going through a certain situation and Bana coming in and helping them with that situation.
That's interesting.
So the Shameless Plug would be helping kids in his adventures as he goes along. It's not just Joaquin. It could be a little girl. It could be, another little boy who's kind of going through the same things. And that's where I was going to kind of like expand the story. I did a big cup of coffee.
First of all, fish, not a bad idea, Jim. Welcome to the chaos. Big cup of coffee. Good. That's what the show is. You get a big cup of coffee, you get over caffeinated, and we go a little bit off the rails.
That's it.
Sometimes a lot.
So yeah, so that's the plan. And I'm hoping that, maybe if I hire I can hire different artists to do it, but the look has to remain the same. you know.
I didn't. I'm not ignoring you. We're talking, so I don't want to be like you guys wrote a lot of stuff. Let me go back. She
Oh,
says, "As the snow." I'm not. I don't want to read that. La 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 la. What? And when I was rescued from a fire, I don't care how hot. I mean how the fire personnel. You gotta think for firemen. And
oh
yep,
God.
she's doing the thing, and I don't want to. Nope. Well, we're not doing that. Thank you. That's the song that kills the people. Just be aware.
That's, just be aware.
I like to
Oh
the
God.
scare, the be scare bot. I'd take the scare be scare bot rescue.
I
I would
take
not.
this.
I don't. No. Nah. Now I got to kill more people in my book.
I
Thanks, Carrie.
serenaded you, Kat.
That's what
That's
happens.
nice.
That's what happens when that song shows up. People die. So, joking aside, I feel like I need a virtual studio with someone, and somehow this is the first thing I saw when getting on YouTube.
Nice.
Yay! That's amazing.
Thanks,
I'm so
Jim.
glad the YouTube gods brought you to us,
The
Jim.
algorithm is working.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate
Yeah, the
that.
shameless plug is a super cool idea. And you know what? When I was reading it, George,
Mhm.
I saw the kids as their own personalities, but I saw Panna was you. Like that was his sarcasm, and like he's just like, "What? You gonna do this? What, kid? You know?" And he's like, "All right, big head, get in there." You know, like that. I read in your voice. I was like,
Right.
"This is George." But how much of that story is your story?
It's loosely based on true events. So I like, hey, comic book artist, awesome.
Yeah.
So I, much like Joaquin, came from another country to the United States. I was 7 years old when I first came to the United States, and I was that little skinny, weird-looking kid with the hair, walking around,
The hair.
not fitting in. I didn't get bullied the way Joaquin gets bullied in the book, but I could feel his kind of like his pain, right? Like not knowing the language is scary when you're a little kid. Like not understanding what other people
Yeah.
are saying around you when you're a little kid. It's kind of like it's like, whoa, what the heck's going on? But I am a huge proponent of learning the language. I truly believe that if you are in a new country, I don't care where you are, France, Italy, Spain, if you come from a different country into that country, learn the language. Learn it.
You
Learn it. Just
should,
you
yeah.
should learn the language. There are plenty of people, me growing up around there are plenty of people who refuse to learn English. Refuse to learn English. And I'm like, why? Why would you refuse to learn it? Learn it. And so there's a lot of that in the book as well. My love for comics is in the book. I learned how to read and I learned how to communicate through reading comics. That was my way of learning language and vocabulary was through comics. So I use that. So that's in the book. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of it is in my story is in the book. And that's kind of like how I framed the whole story. That's how I kind of came up with the idea was, oh, what if I use some of like the stuff that I went through in the book? So yeah.
I definitely see pieces of you in there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody is now talking about your hair.
Yeah.
Fish says he used to be the
This
kid with the
guy.
hair.
This
I
guy.
know. I was like, what's up with his hair, man?
Yeah.
Learn the
Yeah.
language. But I mean, there was this interesting dynamic in the book. One of the characters starts learning English, and then it was like he didn't fit anywhere, right?
Happens.
Because he wasn't Hispanic enough because he was learning English to be with the Hispanic kids. And the English speaking kids were like, nah, he's still, what did they call him? They just called him Mexican.
Yeah.
Hey, Mexican. And I was just like,
Right.
how
Right.
rude.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was part of like the like again growing up here in New York, for example. Here in New
Yeah.
York, living in New York back in the 80s, you were either
Yeah.
if you spoke Spanish, you were either Mexican or Puerto Rican. Like
Yeah.
for whatever reason, there were no other nationalities. If you spoke Spanish, you were either Mexican or Puerto Rican. And so depending on what you look like, you were either a Mexican, like they would call you just Mexico, or you'd be like, mira, 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 right? Like, so, and it sounds mean, right? But that's what it was. And I thought, and I wanted to incorporate that, not to sound like a mean person, but that's really what was going on at the time. And I think that in our writing, we are afraid to write things like that now because we're afraid we're going to be looked at a certain way. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, why would you say that? That's so mean. But that's really what was going on. And it was just to show like, that's what we dealt with growing up. That's what I dealt with growing up as a kid. And it just teaches you how to be resilient and like teaches you how to be more. I think it made me more empathetic of other people as well because I.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I want to do that to somebody else? You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of that. I'm glad you caught that, right? Because yeah, that was, and I think there's a lot of kids that feel that way. Sometimes you're just too Hispanic for one side and too
I
gringo for the other. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
yeah, I feel like as people we all kind of feel that way in our own way, maybe not specifically with language, but anything. Like when I hang out with the neighbors, right? I'm too much of a nerd to be with the ladies who are like, "Oh, I took Jimmy to baseball. I
right,
took
right,
Susie to
right,
cheerleading." And I'm
right.
like,
So you don't
I
fit
taught
in,
martial arts on Friday and then I bashed a watermelon in my backyard. Like this is
right?
like we're not the same, right? But we all kind of feel like we're our own island at times that we just
Yeah.
don't fit in.
Hmm.
This makes me think um, over the last 28 days when I ran the campaign, I was posting a reel every single day.
Right.
And some of them were funny and some of them were thoughtful and some of them asked questions. But one of the thoughtful ones was like, humans are the only species that writes stories to understand ourselves.
Mm.
So it's interesting to me, like you're writing young, all ages or young adult. And it's like to understand why do we bully each other or what can we
Right.
do
Yeah.
in that situation. So again, it's like we're looking at the human race and like this is a situation we find ourselves in and we try to understand it.
It's interesting because, and you do this too, because we've spoken outside of this, like you do a lot of research in your writing and
Yeah.
you find different things. Every time you write a story, you learn from your research about things. Everyone knew enough to get it lest they feel, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that part of what I learned, even in writing this, was the psychology of kids, right? Like
Yeah.
kids, when they're going through trauma as kids, they create imaginary friends. And so
Mhm.
when I was trying to frame the story, when I was trying to create the story, I'm like, how is this plug going to fit into this kid's life? And it was like, well, what if he was just his imaginary friend? What if it was just his coping mechanism? And that's what
Mhm.
the shameless plug becomes, is this coping mechanism to say, hey man, just be you and you're going to fit in. It's going to be fine. Just be yourself. And you're going to find your people. You're going to find your tribe or whatever it is. And so even with you, like you mentioned how we write to understand ourselves. Like,
Yeah. I mean, this is true too. We are the only species that write. Well, I mean, you can chimpanzees can write, but they don't know that they're doing it. You just put them in front of a typewriter, they might write a
that,
story. You never
but,
know.
but that we know.
Yeah, that we know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hopeless at making friends. The struggle's real, y'all. You
And I
have
mean, the
plenty of
older
friends,
you
Lou.
get, yeah, it's like that, right? It's like where
Well,
do you
yeah,
find? But I feel like that's what this is. That's what this community is for indie comics. Like
yeah.
Jim just found us, but it's like we're
No,
here and we're well. Like, come on in, Jim. The water's fine. Like, we're all gonna hang out together and talk comics and nerd out. And like, we
yeah,
get you. We get your struggles.
yeah.
We get your, what you're trying to do. We're here doing it too. So it's like you almost have to come online to find your people now.
And it's never going to be perfect, right?
Nah,
Because even within your people, you're going to find discourse, right? Even there.
it's because they're people.
So yeah, because we're humans, right? So it's never going to be perfect, but I think that's what we write and that's what we create, right? Like you said, it's to figure it. I mean, even a story like yours, death is broken, right? Like
Yeah. What does it
that's
look
a
like?
concept. But like, what does that look like? Like as human
Hmm.
beings, we're a lot of us, like not a lot of us, but I think people get infatuated with death. Like what is death? What happens after we die? What happens? That's the question, right? So a book
Yeah.
like yours helps answer that in a fun way, you
Come
know?
on, Lou. We're not
Don't
peeing in
ask
the
by
water. I'm just
the
saying.
way. Why did
We're
it
not
turn
that kind of
blue?
crowd. It's
What
not
did
a
it
pool party. Yeah.
But no, man, and I think that it's great. That's why I like coming on shows like this. It's why I like talking about comics. It's like you said, like to Lou's point, the water's warm.
Water's warm. Come on
Um,
in. Um, what does Fish say? Be 100% you. You will be too much for some, and they'll leave, but you'll find people a lot faster and get rid of the wrong ones. Absolutely. I
100%.
know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like, God dang it, Lori, go away. but but there's a lot of people that I really enjoy, like George and Sam and like Fish, and I have some really great friends. The whole madness, Pops Van Zant. When I
Yeah,
stumbled into the madness, and Pops was like, "You're one of us," like
yeah, Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Look for common ground.
I
Good. Yeah.
avoid
No.
discourse. I look
Awesome.
for common
I
ground.
agree.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
common ground, man.
100%. I was talking to a buddy of mine today, another indie buddy of mine. I was like, this is, for me, this is my escape. Why would I want to escape into more discourse? Like, as it is, my real life, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on there. I love to do this. I love comics. Why would I go into another place? Why would I have more? It's like, for what, you know?
Jim, I like you.
But and you know what? There are certain people that you just kind of know you're gonna get along with, right?
Right.
Sometimes there are just some people you just hit it off right off the bat. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of that in the book. And I appreciate you saying that, bringing that up as well.
Yeah, I think it would be good to kind of explore that more with the kids, and especially around that like older elementary school
Mhm.
and middle school age is
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
really feel like they start to feel self-conscious. My daughter's going into 7th grade. I think that's like peak
Mm,
where, especially for girls, where it's like they're
yeah.
they're hitting puberty, and it's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I
Word.
look like. I don't know what I feel like. Everything is wrong or weird or ugly. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? So it's like they
mhm.
need that reassurance of just be you. Just be
Yeah.
you, and it'll all work out, man.
And you know what? Social media doesn't help because social media, just kind of shows you a world that doesn't really exist. Beauty is something that's like, what
It's
are
a
we talking?
filter.
What are we doing? Yeah, it's a filter, right? It's a freaking filter. Like, you're supposed to look like this, you're supposed to look like that. And listen, that's been around for a while, but social media has made it that much tougher for these kids. And bullying looks different. Bullying for me was this. Bullying for me with 3 or 4 kids were going to come up to you and take what you had, right? In
Yeah.
person. Bullying now is online. It's so you can't even defend
Yeah.
yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there. Um,
I know. We'll get caught up here. Jim
yeah.
says, I split up with a fellow cartoonist 2 weeks ago. Known him for 19 years.
Oh,
Ouch. We're
damn.
sorry about that. That's
Jeez, that
that's hard.
sucks. Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes it's like you don't know the why behind it, but there's probably a reason, and
Mm,
maybe it'll open some new doors, and maybe you need to work with a different cartoonist, and you never would have if you were continuing. I don't know. We'll see where
yeah.
it goes, Jim. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that, though.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
Art Casters has led me to some cool ass people. Thank you, Dylan. I have one other community that wasn't found by Art Casters, and I love them too.
That's awesome.
Jim says, I like
Hey,
Laurie and
Jim, we
George.
like you, Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
man.
like you, man.
Fish says, I love it when you meet a stranger and Lori is like, oh, you're one of my tribe now. Where have you been all this time? This is 100% me. I'm just like, oh, you're here now. They're like, we
You're
claim
mine.
you. You're
Yeah,
mine. You
yeah.
belong here. Thanks a lot.
It's funny because, especially like now, right? Because you and I met online. That sounds
Yeah.
weird. That sounds weird. But we met like through
Well,
these
I was doing the
podcasts.
circuit, and I was
Yeah,
like brand
yeah,
spanking new, had no idea what I was doing, had
yeah.
hired Jeff Haas, who's
Right,
amazing, to
right.
book shows, and he got me on Catch to Craze. Yeah, that's how we met.
And but then you always wonder, what's this person going to be like in real life?
Yeah,
Like, when I really met him. And when I met you in real life, it
I'm
was
exactly the same.
exactly the same. And I hope I was exactly the same for you, because
Yeah.
I try to be this, throughout. Like I said, I'm very shy. So I try to be that, you know.
You're not shy.
Stop it.
Lies.
Stop it. Stop it.
Very shy, he says. First time I met George, he came up and he gave me a hug and he's like, what did you offer me? Like a coffee or something? Can I get you coffee? Can I get you coffee?
I
And I
don't
was just like,
remember.
George.
You said I got to get my wait. I
I
got
have
to
to
get
put my lips on.
I got to get my lips. I got to put my lips on. Hold on.
Because Sam was like, hey, he's like taking a picture and like videoing as he's walking in. And I was like, I am not ready to be on camera. It's like, I'm setting up my hair's up, like I'm messy, I'm building my stuff. I was like, do not take my picture. I'm gonna go put my lips on.
Oh man, I see it. It's coming. You're gonna like say, Jesus.
Duh, he's not even here to
I
defend
know.
himself.
He's not even here. He's catching strays. Jesus Christ.
So as I partnered with the cartoonist friend, I found 4 more plus you guys now. So yeah, it's just the way it works, man.
Things happen for a reason.
We try to promote each other and help each other grow.
That's
Laurie
it.
collects people and tears right here in this cup, Jen. I collect the tears of my readers.
There it is. It's
Tom
fun.
Hutchinson is here. He says, George, you need some art on that wall.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. I'm in
Tom's
hiding.
right.
I'm in hiding. Damn fish. I'm in hiding. I'm in hiding. Listen. I'm at work right now. Okay.
Yeah. You just need
Oh
to
man.
like, you need to bring one for just this shot, right?
I'm just gonna put art on my wall. Here you go.
I'm tired.
There's some art. There's some art for me. There's some art.
I'm sorry. Dial it in.
Good
All right.
times. Good times.
Speaking of Sam, I wanted to
Oh yeah, good segue.
just
Good
segue.
segue.
Segue. There we go. How many days? Oh, he's down to hours.
Nothing. Yeah, I think it's done Thursday night.
55 hours left. If you guys have not checked out the duty files, this is issue number 8 of There's an Alien in My Toilet. Get a fabric banner. That's what I was thinking. I just couldn't get the words out because I was too busy laughing. This is an incredible series. And again, it's for all ages. Super funny, like laugh out loud, Marvin the Martian style slapstick. It's really great. And I love what Sam does in the back of the books where he has like riddles and puzzles and vocabulary. And my girls love these. My husband loves these just because he can get all his favorite characters on the cover because Sam has done homage covers for everybody. It's insane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have the Matrix one.
Duty's the ultimate cosplayer.
Yeah. So there's so much here to look at. And Sam and I talked. We were going to be live at the same time. We overlapped. And I was like, why have we never done a collaboration? Like, we've known each other for years, man. And he was like, that's it. We're doing it. And like 2 days later, he sends me the collaboration picture. And I was like, this is so cool. I'll get there eventually. I mean, I could scroll faster, but that's annoying. That's annoying, right?
That's annoying. It's a big campaign. Good for him. You know,
I don't even know where it is.
It's in there somewhere. I know. I've seen it.
Teacher.
No,
we made it to the bottom. That's what happens when you scroll too fast. See what happens?
Was it? How funny would it be if it was at the top?
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
It was the part I was like, meow. So yeah. So if you back physical copies of Path of the Pale Rider and Duty Files, you get a free print drawn by Sam Vera himself, and he will sign it. And apparently, because of Cameron McNeil, I have to sign them as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be
Cameron
fun.
was like, "You need your signature." I was like, "Oh, okay, we'll get it done." So
nice, way to go.
But I love how it turned out, and this is kind of like a throwback to both of our issue number ones. Is that Duty when he hits the earth, he's in the middle of the forest and he has encounters with like squirrels and wolves, and eventually he goes into a cave and there's a bear. And then of course in Path of the Pale Rider 1, Jude St. Clair is in the forest with wolves and then finds Big James. And so this kind of mirrors both of our issue ones, which we love. So, and he's a really gooey Big James, so I love it.
Yeah.
I was like, he is green. He needs some antibiotics. That sinus infection really took off. Need some help there.
Yuck.
But there it is. So there's still time to get this. His campaign is for 55 more hours. Let me drop the linky-loo for you guys. So you still got a chance. If you haven't backed Path of the Pale Rider, there is still an opportunity to get in on the late pledges for the books. So you can do that. But show some love. There's a lot of campaigns that are wrapping up and new ones that have started. Real quick, let's look at Roll for Hero before we get back into our conversation.
Nice.
So this is Fish Lee's that just launched yesterday morning, right? Yesterday morning. I'm trying to get that off the screen. Sorry. And he said funded in 8 hours, so incredible.
Good job, man.
Yeah. And
That's
I'll
awesome.
be backing this one too. It's a super cool concept, Jim. You might really like this. Where all you need is a 6.
That's you.
It didn't come out. It was almost there. But you need a 6-sided die. And basically what you do is you roll the dice and it helps you decide how to draw a superhero. And Fish
cool.
even, it's like what traits will they have? Super cool. And there's they have a Wednesday night show that goes along with this. And so all the characters that they've drawn will be in here, but also there's pages where you could draw your own characters, which I think is really cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
He's making coffee. I can appreciate that. So I think
That's
my
very
kids would
cool.
really like this because they love drawing, and like one of them is really into fashion. So
Mm,
she likes to draw different outfits, but how cool would it be like not only draw fashion, but draw your own superhero,
that's cool. Yeah.
right?
No,
I mean,
that's
like he
awesome.
made drawing pads.
Look at that.
And when I mean made, I mean like he made these. Like he printed the pages, he cut them in half, he glued them. He did this because, like I said, we enable each other, and he is crazy, crazy. You're crazy, Fish. He says, and we're making a new mini comic with the backers on the live stream. What days are those live streams again? Because this is really cool. So if you back this campaign and you participate in the live streams, like they're going to be making characters this whole time on the campaign. So that's super cool, man. I'm going to take some time and go through it. You should too. So let me drop the link for this one. There's a ton of really great stuff on here. This Space Ape. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Pulling overtime here. So. Here is the link. Let's go check out Roll for Hero Handbook. Fish will definitely give, I mean, like you guys, Monday morning, Wednesday afternoon, Friday night. So they're spread out. So depending on like your work schedule or whatever, you can hit at least one of them. And here is the link for the campaign. So you can go give it a look-see. Watch the video, do all that stuff so you can really get a feel of what this is. Because Fish will explain it way better than I just did. Trying to give everyone a chance to get in. Absolutely. You know, it would be fun to do.
I love it, man. Project we love. That's huge. Good for you,
Yeah.
Fish. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
You know, I got that the first campaign that I did and never again. And I'm kind of
Yeah,
salty about it because
I
my
know.
campaigns are like so cool now.
I got that for my Wonder Duck campaign, and then it was a wrap. It was done.
Like, why? They're like, yeah, there's your one sticker. Have a nice
There you go.
life.
Yeah, goodbye.
I was like, I'm not cool now. Now I have like way more cool things. No,
You
that's
don't
not.
love me anymore.
I
We're not a
know.
problem in
Where'd the
love.
love
No,
go? It's
no,
funny.
where the love go, man?
Yeah.
But good stuff, Fish. That looks great, dude. That looks really good.
Yeah, ton of
Yeah.
real cool stuff. If you also have a chance to check out both Books of Riot and Barbarian Queen, I can't say the name. It's Lee Newman's book, Cabarrus. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Really cool book. Look up Lee Newman. So much easier. LEENEWMAN. And his book comes up. I used to get every campaign I did for other people. Oh, the first on my own.
Yay!
Gosh dang it. Okay, finally. Yay. Yeah, congratulations, Fish. It's such a great feeling to be funded in that first day.
Oh, dude,
It,
it's such a relief.
right, it really
Yeah.
is. I mean, like, and it takes a while to get there, you guys. So if you run a campaign and it takes you 15 days, 20 days, 20, and like my first campaign, I didn't get funded until 28 days out of 30 days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to push. So it's like build that following, build that audience, and then eventually you'll be as cool as Fishly and you can get funded in hours.
And get the project we love.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, double whammy.
Mhm.
What book? Which book? This book? This is the book. It's called Roll for Hero. You would like this too, Lou. Go check it out.
By the way, Lou, who's in the chat, she's an incredible artist. She
Yes.
has done some incredible work. So big shout out to Lou. Lou actually has a pinup that she did for me for the Shameless Plug. So Shameless Plug to
Super cool.
for Lou. She did an incredible work. So yeah, actually it's part of the campaign too. So I'll be sending some of that stuff out.
How many vowels?
vowels?
Oh, you're talking about Lee's book. Barbarian Queen. It's like Kabrys. Cabrys. It's almost like they were saying it wrong. It was like diabetes, but it's not.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. How did you come in that on that last day? Nice.
All right. That's cool.
I also have Lupin's art because I like to brag.
There you go.
So, in the next trade paperback, one of the very cool sections is the fan art section, and Lupin's has a page to herself. of this art. And I mean, like, it's small here because I want to show it off, but I also want to hide it. Like, I want you guys to experience it bigger, and I need you to look around because she filled the image with Easter eggs for
It's
Path of the Pale
insane.
Rider, and it's super
Insane.
cool.
Yeah.
Carabis. I'm terrible.
Artists.
By Wilford
Artists.
Brimley. Yes. Carabitus. I'm sorry, Lee Newman. Don't kill me. But both of those books, like Book of Riot and Barbarian Queen, are both like, they're great books. They're awesome art created by indie, but like easy to read. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes Path could be kind of, I don't want to say highbrow, but there's things going on, like, you have to think about, and like, what's your theory on what broke death? You know what I mean? Where like I kind of play with the reader and like, you gotta think, and what'd you think about this character and what are they doing? You know, if you pay attention to the art. But like Books of Riot is like, it's a dude with a giant sword fighting demons. What's not to like? You know? Silence from George.
No, just so I was just looking at a Pop's
He
comment
said,
there
I
about
loved art since the first time I saw it. David
yes.
Bowie, yeah, and then she drew Janis
No,
Joplin.
absolutely. No, but back to your comment about your writing, I don't know. I don't think it's highbrow. I mean,
I
I
don't think
think
it's highbrow either, but there's still like, you got to pay attention. And some of the things, like, you read and then they make more sense as more things come out.
right.
So, and I
Yeah.
do that on purpose because I want people to read the book and like, okay, so like issue number 3, there is a riot happening in issue 3 that Jude is there.
Right.
And you're seeing Jude St. Clair's kind of point of view of everything that's going down. But there is a character in the background that's doing things that you're not aware of because I didn't explain it to you yet, right? But later on in the story, when you find out who this character is, that riot takes on a whole different meaning because he's there.
Right.
So stuff like that, where I try to write stuff where it's like, if I go back and I reread it, I get something new. I want the series to be something that every time you read it, you figure something out.
Right.
So.
No. I think that's, but I don't think that it makes it hard to read. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to think, oh, what do you mean? Like, I'm not gonna get this? No, you're gonna get it. I mean, it's. Listen, I'm not the type.
Blow shit up and.
Yeah, I'm not the type of reader that's looking for that kind of stuff. I kind of just read the story for the story, and I just kind of have fun with it. Like, I'm very oblivious to like what's happening. So, and trust me, I've enjoyed the hell out of this book. Like, everything makes sense. I'm not confused by any of it. I don't think it's that kind of book. But I think that, to your point, though, if I was to read it again, and once I collect everything else, when I read it again, I will find stuff that I didn't see that before, and that's cool. I like that. But I think it's just makes for a fun experience to read.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, again, it goes back to how do you read your comic, and like that's me where I like to read it twice because I read fast because I want to know, like, what are you doing? How is this going to resolve? Are these kids going to win, or are they going to lose, or what's going to happen with this bully? Like, I need to get to the end so I know what happens. But when I get the physical, I read it slow so that I can catch all the things because
Gotcha.
I know how I write, and I know that things are in the background, and so I always want to go back and read again.
It's funny, man, because we do this, right? I think that a lot of us go to movies and watch movies with a different mindset.
Terrible.
Right? Like, now
Don't
you're like,
see movies with me.
Why do they do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you start watching movies from like a writer's mindset, and then you don't enjoy the movie as much because you're finding all the things that's wrong with it. Right. So when I go to see a movie, I'll watch it just to watch it. You know what I mean? I try not to like judge it at that point. I try not to do it.
Then there's me, and I'm like, he did it, and this is why. And I get up and walk out. My husband's like, where are you going? It's like, why would you say that?
Insane.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Great laugh. Yeah, she does have a great laugh.
It's contagious.
It is.
But yeah, I'm obnoxious too because like when it comes to movies, like you said, like as a writer, sometimes I'll watch it all the way through and I won't say anything. And then like when we're in the car, especially the theater, I'm not that obnoxious person in the theater. Like that's it, blah blah blah. I'm talking about like streaming a movie at home and I'm just like, he did it. And I walk out. My husband's like, why would you do that? Like, but in the car on the ride home, I'm like, well, this didn't make sense. And what, like, we were driving home after seeing Weapons. Did you see Weapons?
Yes, I did.
And everybody was like, oh, it's new and it's original. And I'm like, it's trash. And people were like, are you kidding me? And I was like, well, look at the story. I was like, why was this imagery shown in Never Again? Why did this character do this? And it's so out of place. None of the other bad guys did that. Like, why did you bring this up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was so many inconsistencies and loopholes in that story. So as I was driving home, you know, I was talking with the Hubs and I was just like, all of these things are terrible. And he was just like, why don't you just go watch a movie just to enjoy the movie?
Yeah,
It's like,
can't
why
you
do you
just
have to?
enjoy the movie? Yeah.
But that's how we think about it now.
Well, you know what? I also, now that I'm watching, you learn more about these movies and how they're made and all this other stuff. Sometimes I feel bad for the writer because
Oh,
because
oh, yeah,
maybe the
yeah.
writer didn't write it that way. It
Right.
was done
This
by
is
the
the thing.
director. It was done by the editor. They edited the movie the wrong way. They took a character that needed to be in the movie
Yeah, they took
after
them
the
completely
script,
out.
and you're right. And so now your story doesn't make sense. So what you actually wrote and what you're getting credited for writing stinks. And it's not even your fault. You know what I mean? Like, not that always happens. I'm not saying it always happens, but I feel like that could be part of the
That
issue.
could
You know
be
what I mean?
anybody. Not in
Yeah.
Weapons though, because they interviewed the writer.
The writer sucks.
No, they asked him and they were like, how'd you come up with this original idea? He was like, well, I took a bunch of things and I threw them at the wall. Like, he really just took a bunch of ideas and slapped them together.
Yeah.
And that's what he said in the interviews. Because
Yeah.
I agree with that. A lot of times with or like, I've done short films where it's like, oh, like in the action scenes, like that got missed. Like, this was such a cool move and they didn't capture it, and we reshot it 4 times, but it must have been from the wrong angle. You know what I mean? So it's so easy to miss something. And you're right. There's an editor, there's the director, there's the production company, and they all have a say in
The studio,
what comes out.
the studio
So,
heads, you know.
can you imagine?
Yeah.
And see, that's one of the things as a writer. It's like, they got to pay me a lot of money, so I just don't care.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
I recently did a beta read for End of Zed and read that multiple times for a different experience. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's a great book. Big
I
shout out
love
to
End of Zed.
Eddie Lima.
Eddie.
Yeah, he did an incredible job with that thing. And you know what? That's the type of dude, man. He's really working hard at trying to perfect that as much as possible. And I love that he's being very, very vulnerable as far as like letting people just read it. Here, let me know what you
Yeah.
think, so I can change it and make it as the best book I possibly can. So big shout
Yeah.
out to him.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people, I don't know, people can do that. I just don't. But I know a lot of people, like even Carissa Grant, like when she'll put up different covers and be like, which one do you guys like best? Which setup, which, stuff like that. When people, can participate in the actual creation of the story. I'm glad my last name is not Pohl.
I'm like, wait,
Did I miss that?
happened?
I
What
missed it.
happened? Yeah, I don't know. We were
I missed
talking about
it.
something.
That happens when art and comic books too. Yeah, it depends on how many people,
Yeah,
what I
how
mean?
many
How many
hands are in the pot? Yeah.
artistic people are in the,
Yeah,
too many chefs in the kitchen can
Yeah.
sometimes hurt a book.
yeah,
So,
absolutely. No,
well,
you're
my
100%
friends,
correct.
it is that time
Oh,
where we
wow.
start wrapping up the show. I told you it goes by so fast.
Yeah,
George was like, what are we
does.
going to talk about? I was like, I don't know. We won't have a problem filling time. It's fine.
Let's see what happens. No, it worked
I was
out.
like, this is my
freaking
format.
perfect.
We
This
just talk
is
and see
it.
what happens.
This is it. No, this is awesome. It did fly by. I really did. And
Yeah.
I appreciate the chat, man. There's been a lot of people in there, like just, it's great. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Chat makes the show. I love
Chat
them too.
does
This is
make
why
the
people
show.
like, you do a recorded show or a live show? I'm like, live show every time. I was like, it's so much better when the chat gets to chime in, and a lot of
Yeah.
times it directs the conversation,
Well,
right?
and you know this, Laurie, because you were doing videos and stuff. It takes so long to edit these freaking videos.
Yes.
It's better just to go live. What's said is said. If you didn't want to say that, you shouldn't have said it because it's not getting edited now. and it just works. It works,
Right.
Yeah, because
That was the downfall of Killer Karen. I love that
I
show.
love
And
Karen.
it's fun. That personality is fun, but it
Yeah.
was the time of it, because it takes time to
Takes a
record
lot.
it all, and then I have to go back and edit it, and I have to edit out like some of the outtakes, and then I'm putting that in the blooper reel at the end, and like it was a really fun thing, but God, it took a lot of time, and I just didn't have the bandwidth for all of the things going on. So.
And I gotta be honest.
Oh,
If Loopholes. Oh,
I
I get
That's
it
funny.
now.
I
Um,
know. I was like, please explain that.
and
Exactly.
and
Jim
no,
nails those.
and what I was saying was, well, what I was thinking too is like, okay, you're editing these things. If you were monetized and making tons of money on these videos, then yeah, it's part of the gig, right? It's just, but when you're not there yet and doing all of that, it's tough.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
really
lot of
hard.
time
It's a lot of time.
to put in for. I mean, like there is reward. Of course, there's reward because
Mhm.
we get to know people through the chat, and then again, we're promote. I'm the biggest I think bonus for me is that it gives me a place where I can talk about the progress of my story and what's going on every week. And so, if people really want to know what's going on with Path of the Pale Rider and Laurie Calcaterra, they
Right.
can just come to this show, and the first 2 to 15 minutes, depending on how crazy I am and over caffeinated, I give everybody an update. So,
Yeah. No, no, no.
mm-hmm.
It's good. It's definitely a good way to do that.
Thank you,
Dylan,
Dylan. We love
thank you
you.
so much.
I know, Lou. Just as a reminder, if you haven't picked up your copy of the Shameless Plug, make sure you head on over to Kickstarter, or you can go to getyourmeds.com, right? Get the meds,
Yes.
get your
Get your
meds,
meds.
get your meds.
Getyourmeds.com.
Wait, it's
Get your meds.
getyourmeds.com. There it is.
Jesus. Jeez, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could get a copy in either place. The books are in process and they will be to us soon. I cannot wait because my kids were both mad when I told them to get out of the room because I was still reading it and I was on like the last 5 pages. So yeah,
Well,
you
like I
can
said
grab a
to you
copy.
before, Lori, thank you for reading the book and giving me
Yeah,
feedback on it. I appreciate
of
that.
course. It's really good, you guys. And I mean, like, it's hard as a podcaster when some people send you their book, and it's like you want to make sure that you know what you're doing when they come on the show so you have something to talk about. So a lot of times if they send me work, I try to read some of it. But when they send me like 13 issues and I'm just like, oh, it's a little I don't have time to read. And it's sometimes, God bless them, but not everybody's writing is for me. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But that's just
true.
how life goes. So, sometimes I get into one and I'm just like, that's enough.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on in anytime, Jim.
Oh, yeah, Jim.
Every week, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have this 2-hour block. I have indie creators of all walks of life. We have artists, writers, actors, novelists. I had a guy that makes nerdy furniture come on.
Wow.
I had a
That's awesome. Yeah.
underwater paranormal investigator come on, and we even had a ventriloquist once. So we get quite a good
That's
group of
awesome.
people.
That's
So
awesome.
you're welcome. And Jim, if you have something to promote, you're welcome on the show too.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
just got a book out next year though.
yeah. Dude, yeah, you're right. I think I booked this like what in January, I think.
Yeah, my next
Yeah.
open spot is in January 2027.
Yeah, I think I booked this thing like a while ago.
Yeah,
I,
in
I
fact,
the book, I wasn't even planning on doing a Kickstarter for the book when I booked your show. It
yeah,
just happened like it was August, and I was like, all right, like we'll do it. You
yep,
know?
hilarious. It's how it goes. Next week, Frank Martin will be joining me. He's a writer, and he's a writer with Gerald von Stoddard on Immortal Coil, and he has another project coming up soon too that's in pre-launch. So we'll talk all about it. Yeah, the underwater paranormal guy was super interesting. Um, Thanks for bringing all this to my attention, Pops. That's so cool. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I'm only once a week. Sorry, sadly, because I also write books and I have some children's at home. So my primary job is to take care of the kiddos. That's my job. And then other than that, I'm making hot sauce and bound books. I don't know. I do things. So thanks again for watching, everybody. George, where can everybody find you to make sure that they follow you and your progress and all of your books, including Shameless Plug?
Go to getyourmeds.com. Find me there. That's probably the best place because from there you get all the links to all my
Yeah,
social channels. I'm honestly I'm only like on 2 social networks. Like it's pretty much Instagram and Facebook.
in Facebook. Yeah, because you're
That's
old.
pretty much
It's
because I'm
cool.
an old man. Yeah, I was on a podcast yesterday. He's like, "Hey, are you on TikTok? Are you on this? Are you on that?" I'm like, "Nah, dog. I'm my website, Instagram, and Facebook." And I know that I probably should be on more of these things, but honestly, man, it's like
It's
the bandwidth.
work.
Yeah, creating all the content for these places is insane. So, But yeah, no, find me. Definitely get shamez.com. You can find all my stuff there. Oh, look who's making it.
Popping in.
You're everywhere right now, so it don't matter where you are. You're on X, you're on Pill, you're on Rumble, you're on
Joke's
Twitch.
on you.
You are everywhere right now, bro. You don't have a choice.
Bob, look at you looking all spiffy in his
suit.
In his suit. Look at you, 3-piece suit.
Oh, nice. All right, my friends, be excellent to each other. Kiss your babies, and make sure you join us here next week on the Tuesday Morning Brew. Laurie and George out.
Peace.
Ozzy, what are you doing? Come and have a look at this lovely book that was sent over.
You're wrapping in the burn.
Oh, go on and spit the bat out your mouth. No one can understand you like that.
Say how 5 dentists and all.
Oh, well, that's not much better. Ozzy, why don't you sing to me? I can always understand you when you sing to me.
Fucking my brains. What is this my publisher sent me? Inked in black with art so sweet.
So what do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
What is Path of the Pale Rider? Oh yeah, Path of the Pale Rider is a Western apocalypse comic book series where death is broken. We're following a cowboy through the wasteland as he sifts through conspiracy theories trying to figure out what the heck happened. We don't have flesh-craving zombies. We have people whose soul didn't leave when their body died and their mind slowly rots. There's no magic bullet to the brain. There's no escape. You feel pain, you decompose, you lose your humanity. And by the way, this affects people, animals, insects, fish. So, do you have like 5,000 questions about how this world works? So does everybody else.
Ooh.